am Ramina. I'm physical therapist, professional child physical therapist. I work with child with special needs in Iran. And since 10 months ago, I live here in Tbilisi because of the political problem in Iran. And now I work here as a physical therapist in one center.
Ramina, please share with us your story. Why you leave Iran? And yeah,
Okay. I live in Iran 10 months ago because of the first war in Iran. Actually, I came here as a tourist for 10 days. One day before I went back to Iran, war started in Iran and I couldn't back. And I have some political problem in Iran. I had to stay here and I go to UN and ask for permission to stay here. And now I'm waiting for the answering. And in these 10 months, I can find a job, suitable job. Unfortunately, I can work as my profession because it's very important for me. I am a professional therapist and I want to help the child. This is the most things I want in my life, just help to the child. Unfortunately, I can't find a suitable job. It's not very easy because I am foreign. I don't have very right written diploma with myself. I just have the picture of that, but the Georgian people helped me a lot and let me to work, and I am happy for that.
great. So you live here, and also you are member of this demonstration against the Iranian regime here in Tbilisi.
Yes.
Please tell us something about it.
I think all of the Iranian couldn't separate themselves from political situation because the political situation in Iran impact all of our life, like me, and we couldn't separate it from the politics. And now I just can't go to out and be the voice of them because the internet cut off in Iran. They don't have any connection, and the government try to tell the fake news to the world. I think all of the Iranian who lives abroad of Iran, they can just be the voice of the people of Iran, and I try to do it. And the government killed my cousin 2 months ago, one of the people who died by the hand of the Khamenei is my cousins. And when I go in front of embassy, I don't know about it. But after 2 weeks, everything be clear for us, and maybe they killed more than 35,000 people in Iran.
So, can you share with us what is currently happening in your homeland in Iran right now? How would you describe the current situation there?
The people of Iran, after these terrible days, ask from America and Israel to help them, and because they don't have any choice, they try all of they can to change the regime, but they just killed by the regime, and the people are normal people without any army. They just go to the street with peaceful protest, but they kill, and they don't have any choice. They just think maybe the America and Israel can help them. It's just hope, because we know nobody help other just because of humanity and democracy, but actually we don't have another choice. A lot of people of Iran out of the country try to go in front of embassy and ask America and Israel to help them attack to Iran, and after that they do these things. At the first, they told the people of Iran go to the street for protest. After that, we help you and we come to Iran and help to you, but they don't come in that time. And after that, the people of Iran told, okay, you told us to come to a street and protest. You are protect us, but you don't do this. Now it's the time you must come and kill them. Now the America and Israel attack to Iran. I think I have a connection with a lot of people in Iran, but not whole of the people. I can't just talk inside of the people I know, and I can't connect with them. All of them are happy they told they kill just governmental people. The place that we attack just military place, and a lot of people has normal life in Iran. Go to a street, go to market, sport, even work. But the war is not good situation. Maybe they afraid of the bombs, the voice of the bombs. But they have hope. They just have hope. Maybe after this, they are be free. Because they pass very terrible things in these months, in these 2 months. They saw the people who kills in front of their eyes. Even until 2 months ago, they don't kill in the street the blood of our people in the street, because they want the people afraid, and they don't have anything to lose. They just have hope.
So what they are waiting for? I mean, for example, for Prince Pahlavi, maybe, or maybe some guy. What is it?
At the first they just waiting for regime be gone. And most of the people in Iran, not all of them, but most of the people in Iran support the Pahlavi. As you know, they called the name of the Pahlavi in their street, and they asked the Pahlavi to back to Iran. And the plan of the Pahlavi, this be the leader just for the time that everything be normal in Iran. And after that, he wants to play democratical election in Iran, and the people can choose the leader they want. But now our leader for this time, just Reza Pahlavi.
So, and people are waiting for his signal or his sign?
Yes. Because he told us, and America and Israel too, told us, wait until we told to you, because no, it's not safe. You go to the street, the people of Iran, all of the people of Iran waiting to back to the street. And even in 10 months ago in first war, most of the people run out from the city. But no, all of them waiting in the home and just waiting to the signal from Pahlavi to go to the street again and fight with the government, if they are alive yet.
So what about passages and this ISCRGs guys? Yeah.
Terrorists like Hamas, Hashd Shabi, Fatemiyun in Iraq, Afghanistan, just terrorists. And in these days, in this week, they let the Hashd Shabi come to Iran. They go to south of Iran in the street, and they kill the people again in the street. If anyone go to the street and want to talk about the Pahlavi, they really afraid. Even I think maybe they afraid of the people more than the America and Israel. And Basij, all of them are, most of them, just because of the money, they are poor people. For money, sold themselves. But some of them are religious, hard religious people like terrorical, like Hezbollah, Hashd Shabi. But most of them just do the terrible things for money, not for opinion. Just for money.
Ramina, let me ask you one more question about the economic situation in Iran. Behind the war, people are living, so how they are living? Do you have some connection? For example, did you text somebody?
I talked to my friend, and she told me everything be very, very expensive now in Iran. Even little things like yogurt, like milk. But now they can buy it. We don't know how long the war will continue, and after that what happened in Iran. But for now they can buy. Even in these days is a new holiday in Iran. We ceremony the New Year's in Nowruz, and even all of my family go to their home together. They have party in the war.
So it's a parallel regime,
Yes,
parallel
yes,
world.
yes, yes.
Okay, Ramina, thank you so much.
You're welcome.